The 5-stroke roll is a roll which consists of 5 notes, but only 3 strokes. Stroke number 1 is with the right hand and is a diddle. Stroke number 2 is with the left hand and is another diddle. And stroke number 3 is another right-handed stroke. So the inverse of that would be left, right, left. 2 diddles and an alternating stroke. Right. So, the one thing to remember with this is that we need to make our diddles sound clean and distinct notes. We don't want something like, we want separate notes. That way, even if we switch to alternating strokes, then it sounds the same as it should sound pretty much the same. So really work on that. This is a way to make your diddles sound like independent notes rather than we really want. So really work on that. Once you get that down, you can alternate between we can start putting this in time. So at the top here is the 5-stroke roll, but in 4/4 or in duple time, where we have groups of 4 16th notes followed by a quarter note. Notice the second line, it is the same. It sounds exactly the same as the top line, even though we have 8th notes. So if you have an 8th note with a slash through it, or if you have a 16th note with a slash through it, it just makes that note double of what it says it is. So this 8th note would be the 16th note and so forth. So this is the same as this. So to play this with a metronome, I'm going to put it at about 80 beats per minute. This is pretty much what I was playing earlier, but it's good to practice with a metronome and make sure that each of your notes are really distinct. So there's another way to play this, and this is in triple time. And so I have this in 6/8, but it can be in 3/8, anything in triple. So that can be divided by 3. And really it's the same sticking, it's the same thing. It's just that we're reducing the breath, where we had a breath kind of after the quarter note in this previous exercise. We're going to have a shorter breath with this. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Everything in 3. 1, 2, 3. So notice how the breath kind of got a little smaller there. Yeah, like I said, just practice it these 2 separate ways, both in duple time and in triple time, and you'll be pretty solid. Sometimes you'll see some crossover between these 2, where you'll have double patterns or triple patterns in the other time signature. But usually, if you practice these separate, that's going to help you a lot. There's also lots of variations of this, so hopefully you can find some of those. But today, I'm just going to have those 2 for you to start off with practicing your double strokes. Happy practicing.